So now let's explore the users section. So when you click on users in the sidebar, you'll see 7 different tabs or cards up next to under the first header. So there's overview, all users approved, pending approval, incomplete, not verified, and import. And I'll explain each one in order. So first up is overview, and this is a summary of overall user data from all tabs. This, for example, for instance, is, you get, all data without deep analytics or individual details. You'll see the total number of users broken down into those approved, incomplete or suspended, not verified, and also deleted in this case for various reasons. So below that, there's a monthly statistic you can select. Yet again, to using a drop-down menu. So further down again, you'll find pending approval, which pending approval users. So you can click on view all and to jump to a dedicated tab for them specifically. And this is placed here because it's key for you as an admin to understand that they're waiting for your approval. So if you'd prefer, we can swap this for another parameter, and that's really more authenticated and more important to you. So pending accounts don't have to stay here at all. The second tab would be all users, which is showing the same total of user count as before. You can search for a user or filter them, and below that there's a send notification option to message all users with a simple alert. So it's really super easy. So the list shows how they registered, if they are quick, they're full, or imported, as we say, and whether they're an individual or company, their login date, their status, and as well as the join date. So let's click on one, for instance. So first, someone fully registered with an approved and active version. Just let me see here. There we go. You won't see any sort of red highlights, red color, or missing fields here. So which we'll see on others with inactive statuses. So for those, I can fill in what's missing, send a notification with a message, or create a case to specify document or info needs. And you got to know that every user has what we call the recovery option. You can click on it, and you can either send a new password or reset their existing one if needed. So down below, you'll find their details, yet again, documents and images for incomplete users. In this case, once everything's filled, the approved user option becomes available. At the very bottom of document, there's under manage access, you've got 3 choices. You can fully suspend a user, which would be the first option. You can then and then there's the reason, with the reason field, or suspend them just for the community or blogs, which would be the other 2 options available when under the features authentication. So next, after seeing the user details, when you click on one, is portfolio overview, what we call. If you pick a user who hasn't bought anything at all, it'll be empty. So let's go back to all users and search for example, for instance, Blackwater, and check their portfolio overview. Here you'll see their total balance across their whole portfolio. So you can split into 3 categories, which would be smart shares portfolio, smart bonds portfolio, and smart collectibles portfolio, plus their recent history for all 3. So you can click on view more on any category, or use the drop down above to dive into each one separately. So when you do, you'll see the number of shares, the bonds, and the collectibles, and each individual purchase per user. You can click a purchase and you'll get the asset details we covered before. So which means the date, the serial number, the documents like certificates, contracts, and term sheets, plus the transaction details with the generated invoice. Yet again, in transactions, it's pretty similar. So it gives you a chronological view of what a user bought. So the date, the price, and the status, which would be approved, paid, or pending approval. So you can click on one and you get the same purchase details and invoice as before. Afterwards, there's notifications, which are user specific. You can hit send notification to message that user directly. Activity in this case shows a chronological order of history of all users' app actions, so changes, acceptances, messages. So nothing slips by in this case when it comes to the admin perspective of things. The cases tab, which is really in between notifications and activity this tab covers active cases and history for the selected users. So this is for direct communication about changes, info, documentations, different approvals or issues aimed at resolving problems fast. You can categorize and track them to completion. So active cases are open conversations awaiting info, uploads, or approvals. So on the top side menu, there's a separate cases section for a full overview by the user. So back to user statuses, you can click a user in the sidebar. There are 4 classifications plus the import process. So again, approved, pending approval, incomplete, and not verified. Each has the same view. We've explained portfolio, activity, etc. For incomplete users, you'll see what's missing, notify them to finish, and approve them. So, and in this case, for not verified, these are users who haven't confirmed their email. You can use resend verification to auto send it to all unconfirmed accounts.